Welcome to ECE 476 Advanced Embedded Systems for summer. I'm Jake Lauer, and this is a quick video introducing you to the course and to let you know kind of what to expect. So starting out, what is an embedded system? An embedded system is an electronic device that includes both hardware and software. You have inputs like sensors that let the processor know what's happening, outputs like actuators, stepper motors, speakers, solenoids, and a microcontroller that uses software to control the outputs based upon the inputs. So this is a fun course where you get to build, program, and test, and demonstrate various devices. Having a microcontroller really frees up what you can do. This is a senior level course, and it's really taught more at the junior level. One problem you have as a student at the junior level is you don't know what you don't know. So this course has 35 lectures. It'll be 35 things you can do with a microcontroller. Now this course is Advanced Embedded Systems. At NDSU there's a couple embedded systems courses. There's 376, that's a low-level programming class. That's where we introduce you to C, assembly, how to read the sensors, drive the actuators directly, control the registers, set the sampling rates, things like that. That's all low-level programming. Mid-level programming, Advanced Embedded, this class, is using Python. It uses a different microprocessor, the Raspberry Pi Pico, and think of it like a quadcopter. I want to get a quadcopter to hover. How do I do that? High-level programming would be things like artificial intelligence. I want to get a quadcopter to swarm. I want to do a gradient search, find the gas leak, things like that. That'd be high-level programming. This class focuses on mid-level programming with using Python to control a Raspberry Pi Pico. In terms of embedded versus advanced embedded, there are two totally different courses. Embedded, the focus is low-level programming. We'll use assembly and C along with the PIC microcontroller. So they'll do things like how do you drive an LCD display, how do you control binary inputs and outputs, read analog inputs and outputs, build an A-key piano, build a calculator, things like that. 476 Advanced Embedded focuses on mid-level programming. I'm going to use some drivers that other people wrote, also write our own drivers in this class, and the focus is on more complex tasks. We'll be using Python, a language very much like Python, very much like MATLAB. It's interpretive language, easy to write, very friendly. It's about 3 to 10 times slower than C. We'll be using a microcontroller, a Raspberry Pi Pico, but this runs at 150 megahertz rather than 40. It makes up for the speed. And we'll look at I/O using the serial port, graphics LCD display, analog inputs, and analog outputs. So if you want to know, do I need 376 to take Advanced Embedded? It is a prereq, but not really. We're using a different processor, different language, different objective. So if you're rusty on embedded systems, not a problem. If you need a refresher, go to Bison Academy. Bison Academy has a dozen different courses taught at NDSU. There's electronics, embedded systems, circuits. Kind of rushed into some of the material. All that's available. So for example, this is Bison Academy, the semi-official webpage for ECE. If you're rusty on electronics, go here. You've got all the lectures on electronics. Want to know how does an H-bridge work? Lecture notes on H-bridges. There's a video on H-bridges, homework sets on H-bridges. It's all available. And part of the intent is once you pass a course, you're not supposed to forget it. You're supposed to remember that material and use it. Everything's available on Bison Academy to help facilitate that. The processor that we're using in Advanced Embedded is a Raspberry Pi Pico W. It's a $6 processor from PiShop. It's a dual-core ARM processor running at 133 megahertz. It's got 2 meg of flash on board, 264K on-chip static RAM, 30 I/O pins, 4 12-bit A to D inputs, 2 UARTs, 2 I2C, 2 SPI, 16 PWM channels, 1 timer with 4 alarms, 1 real-time clock, 8 state machines, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. It's a pretty impressive chip for $6. With this, we're using a Raspberry Pi Pico breadboard kit from 52Pi. This includes a touchscreen, graphics screen, joystick, NeoPixel, 2 push buttons, buzzer, 2 LEDs, all for $32 on Amazon. Basically, this board came out in 2024. Looked at it, thought we need a course built around it, so built a course around it. That's Advanced Embedded. And some of the things you can do with it, if you go to the Embedded Systems website, that's 476 index, unless it's during the semester, spring and fall, in which case the current web page is set up for that semester. If you go to summer, that'll pull up summer semester's web page. Go under Best of 476, and here's some of the things that we'll be doing this semester. For example, here's one.
This is the program, Where's My Car?
I'm trying to find out where my cat is.
On the
so here's the GPS coordinates, and my latitude, longitude, connected to a Raspberry Pi Pico.
North Dakota is located.
There's GPS.
And distance from home position.
With that, I can track my location. I can zero in on it.
Assess my home position.
Lock a position. Find something that I left, like where's my cat?
Your car, in this case, where I left my cat.
Lock in that position.
Button 15.
Walk around and find out how far I've walked away from my cat.
You can now move around.
Another example.
It tells you how far you've gone.
Here is an example of the graphics screen. It's an old game called Lunar Lander development board. The program's ready. And with that, you can sit there and play a Lunar Lander game. Board. So here's the joystick input. That is your thrust vector
to your little rocket.
Displaying the Lunar Lander on the graphics screen.
And push it to the right. And then up to slow it down.
So the Pi Pico development board is really impressive.
In this game, you have
we'll be using that a lot this semester. Plus, you can use Bluetooth, Wi-Fi,
pretty good graphics,
stuff like that. The language we'll be using is Python. This is using the Thani programmer. That's a free Python compiler for the Raspberry Pi Pico. It's very similar to MATLAB, similar syntax, works with complex numbers, easy to read, write to the console, interpretive language. You're going to really like Python. In terms of what we're doing in the course, the first 4 weeks is background on Python programming. How to read and write binary signals, analog signals using libraries, how to measure frequency and time, and how to drive different types of motors. Motors with binary inputs and analog inputs. Then comes test number 1. The next 4 weeks over the summer, we'll then switch over to the graphics display, the touchscreen, using libraries like the Math and Random library, using interrupts in Python, along with measuring temperature, heart rate, wind speed, pressure, acceleration, followed by test number 2. The last 4 weeks of the semester, we'll look at 4 types of sensors, like acceleration, light, GPS sensors, NeoPixels, and then interfacing to your cell phone using Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, followed by test number 3. So the course information, I'm Jake Lauer. The course is online. My office hours are Monday, 8 a.m. till noon, and throughout the week, just email me. I check my email regularly. The text is Bison Academy, a free textbook. You can also use W3 Schools, a really nice reference. The course objective is by the end of the semester, you should be able to interface a microcontroller to binary inputs and outputs, analog inputs and outputs, use the graphics display, touchscreen, send and receive data to your cell phone using Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, all using Python. The main resource, the textbook, is Bison Academy. This has a dozen courses in ECE, including this course, 476 Advanced Embedded. The syllabus is on Bison Academy. You might have to click on Summer. If you're trying to see what happens in the course before summer starts, you might have to switch over to Summer. Otherwise, you're going to get the current semester's webpage. On that webpage, there's homework sets and solutions. That'll have solutions to previous homework sets. I do change the problems every semester, so they won't be the solutions to this semester's homework sets. Best of 476, kind of fun things that people have done over the past with the Raspberry Pi Pico. To do all that, you're going to need a lab kit. The lab kit looks like this. It's got all sorts of components in here. If you click on Lab Kit, you can see what's inside the lab kit. It comes with a Raspberry Pi Pico, motors, speakers, H-bridges, buttons, temperature sensors, pulse sensor, GPS sensor, NeoPixels, temperature, pressure, humidity sensor, LEDs, power transistors, a bunch of other components. Fun stuff to interface to your Raspberry. So you're definitely going to need a lab kit. To get a lab kit, you can stop by my office to pick one up after May 1st, or send me your mailing address, and I'm happy to ship one to you. The class is offered online only during the summer. If you'd like to take the class in person, it's offered in person, live stream, and online, both fall and spring. Grading is as follows. Over the summer, there are 3 midterms and homework sets. Your overall score will be the average of those 4. Labs are part of the homework set, so they're not graded separately, and there is no final. If you have a 90% overall, you've got an A, 80% overall, got a B, and so on. To get an A or a B, do the homework. Programming is a lot like weightlifting. If you watch somebody else program, it doesn't help. You got to do it yourself. And grading this class is usually bimodal. You've got people that didn't do the homework and really struggled during the tests, and people that did do the homework, and then the tests are fairly straightforward. So please do the homework. On the homework and lab projects, it's okay if you work with someone else. I try to limit the groups to 2 people. What I found is once you get 3 people in a group, one person gives moral support, the other 2 do the work. There are exams. Exams are individual effort. The exams are kind of a check to make sure you're doing the work. The assignments tend to be open-ended. It's do something with your graphics display or that sort of thing. That allows you to tailor your homework to your own interests, along with some constraints like you got to use the Pi Pico, you got to use the touchscreen, and so on. And for legal stuff, attendance is required. How you attend is up to you. Over the summer, just watch the YouTube videos. If you have special needs, we will accommodate you. In terms of academic honesty, the stuff in this class actually is useful. When you go to industry, you'll kind of be expected to write programs, interface to hardware. It's a whole lot easier learning how to do that in class than on the job when your job depends on it. So if you can figure out a way to get an A without learning anything, please don't. Stuff in this class actually is useful. If you're a veteran, we will accommodate you. So that in a nutshell is Advanced Embedded. Fun class I hope you'll really enjoy. To start out, however, you're going to need a lab kit. So make sure that you come by my office to pick up your lab kit, or send me your mailing address and I'll mail it to you. And with that, I hope you'll enjoy the course and look forward to working with you this summer.